Well, we're honored to have some very special people here tonight, some people that have given their time and their service defending this great country which we so proudly call home. I'm talking about the veterans that we have here tonight. If we could have the house lights come up, we'd like for all the veterans to please stand for us, if you would. Would you do that? Yeah, give them a hand, folks. They deserve it. Yes, sir. We would not be here without you. Thank you so much for your service, and thank you so much for defending our great flag. And speaking of our flag, I was walking through a county courthouse square, and on a park bench, an old man was sitting there. I said, "Your old courthouse is looking kind of run down." He said, "No, it'll do for our little town." I said, "Well, your flagpole is leaning a little bit, and that's a ragged old flag you got hanging in it." He said, "Son, have a seat." So I sat down. He said, "Is this the first time you've been to our little town?" I said, "Yes, sir, it is." He said, "Well, I don't like to brag, but we're kind of proud of that ragged old flag. You see, we got that hole in that flag up there when Washington brought her across the Delaware. And she got a powder burn the night that Francis Scott Key sat watching her writing, 'Oh, say can you see?' And she got a little rip down in New Orleans with Packingham and Jackson tugging at her seams, and she almost fell down at the Alamo beside the Texas flag. But she waved on, though. And then on Flanders Field in World War I, she got a big hole from a Bertha gun. And she turned blood red in World War II. She's hung limp and low a time or two. And then there was Korea and Vietnam, Kuwait and Iraq, and now Afghanistan. Well, she went where she was sent by her Uncle Sam. And she's waved from our ships upon the briny foam, and now they hardly waver at all here back at home. In her own land, she's been abused. She's been burned and dishonored, denied and refused, and even the government for which she stands has been scandalized across the land. Yeah, she's getting threadbare and she's wearing thin, but she's in pretty good shape for the shape she's in. You see, son, she's been through the fire before, but I believe she can take a whole lot more. So we raise her up each morning, and we bring her down slow every night, and we don't let her touch the ground, and then we fold her up tight. You know, on second thought, I do like to brag, because I'm mighty proud of that ragged old flag.